If you want to marry into our he family, you have to take good care of your body. Quick. Drink it. Drink. Mengching.
Tom.
You scared me to death. I thought something happened to you.
What happened?
Weren't you supposed to go with me? To pray for Hitang? As a result, I accidentally crashed into the car in front.
Goomingrui.
Goomingrui. Isn't that Heating's nemesis? I'm getting married on the 18th of August. Do you dare to come and crash the wedding?
Isn't this Miss Meng, the eldest daughter of Ching Cheng? What? Could it be that you've fallen for me?
Yes.
Mengching, what are you doing?
Miss Meng, I think you should go to the hospital to get your brain checked. I'll pay for the medical expenses.
Just consider it a betrothal gift.
All the men in Qingcheng want to marry Miss Meng. It is indeed a bit interesting.
Goomingrui. As long as you dare to come, I dare to go with you.
Deal. See you on the 18th.
Mengching, what are you doing? He's Gu Mingru, a super scumbag?
Don't worry, I'm very clear-headed.
What about Hitang? Are you two a match made in heaven? What you're doing counts as premarital cheating.
Hitang. He's just an animal.
This...
Mengking, did you have fun today?
Not bad.
I heard you went to pray for blessings. Did you pray for yourself to have a child soon?
10 years of love. You fed me birth control pills for 10 years.
Film was translated
Mother Heat.
and narrated by M Media.
If you want to marry into our he family, then take good care of your body. Drink it quickly.
I won't drink it.
Drink.
Until much later, I realized that those pills were clearly birth control pills.
Hello, Mengking. Are you tired?
Mengching. Since you've already made up your mind, then I won't say much more. I'll take you home first.
Tom. You have to believe me. There's a reason why I'm doing all this. And it's a good thing you're not dead yet. Tom. Wake up, Tom.
What? I'm dead? Mengching. Has your brain gone haywire?
Good thing. Everything can still be saved.
Meng family.
Mengching.
Mother Meng.
Didn't you go to pray for Hitang? Why are you back so soon?
Father Meng.
That's great. Mother and Dad haven't been killed by Hitang yet either.
Mengching, what's wrong? Why are your eyes so red? Come here.
Dad, I want to call off the engagement.
What?
I only realized it today. Hitang doesn't love me at all. He's marrying me just for the sake of our Meng family's property. I know it's sudden of me to say this, but please believe me.
Mengching, what's going on?
Mengking. I know that since you were little. You've always been very decisive in what you do. No matter what decision you make, your father and mother will support you. It's just that, if you propose calling off the engagement now, it will have a very negative impact on you.
Dad, don't worry. The wedding is next month. The only ones who will be embarrassed are the He family. Boss, can you help me check if this card has a limit?
Just a moment. Hello, miss. This card of yours is the highest level VIP at King Cheng. There are no restrictions whatsoever.
Gu Mingrui, this man, is indeed as rumored. Generous. Okay. Help me wrap all of those up.
Your account has just been traded 3 million. Jiaoxi.
CEO Gu is giving that woman another handout. Looks like you're spending a lot.
Just sending a few gifts. Besides, I have to be generous to my wife.
Wife? Your wife?
Right, I forgot to tell you before. I'm getting married soon.
What? You're getting married?
When the time comes, don't forget to give me a wedding gift. I'll go first, you can settle the bill.
You're getting married? Don't leave, explain yourself clearly. He's getting married.
The film was
Who's his wife?
translated and narrated by M Media.
Miss Meng, if I'm not mistaken. That was my medical bill for you, wasn't it?
If I remember correctly, I should have also told you. I'll just take this card as a betrothal gift.
You just swiped 30 million of mine like that.
Don't worry, I won't let you swipe these 30 million for nothing. Because I can help you get rid of the He family. Help you remove the stumbling block on the road to becoming a powerful family. You should celebrate. I chose to stand on your side. Instead of He Tang.
Everyone says that you and Heading are deeply in love. Very affectionate. Why are you suddenly looking for me to cooperate for no reason? I'm a little flattered.
Come on the wedding day. I'll let you see my sincerity.
Okay.
Meng family.
If I remember correctly, the girl next to her should be uncles. Meng Fangchen's illegitimate daughter, Meng Jiao,
Meng Jiao.
came to ask dad to arrange for her to enter the company. This Meng Jiao is not an easy person to deal with. Once she entered the company, she became bossy and domineering, making a mess of the company.
Eldest sister, you're here. Have a seat. I and Dad suddenly came to disturb you. Eldest cousin won't mind, right?
Previous life. How could I not see it? You're such a good actress.
Eldest cousin, are you thirsty? Have a cup of tea. My hand.
Meng Jio,
Meng Fangchen.
are you okay?
I'm fine. Eldest cousin is fine too, right?
Meng King, what are you doing?
Dad, it's okay. I know it was just eldest cousin not holding it steady for a moment. She definitely didn't do it on purpose.
This is Grandpa's favorite tea set when he was alive, and now you've broken it. Can you afford to pay for it?
No, it's not. It was clearly eldest cousin who didn't hold it steady just now.
Still quibbling, as expected. She wasn't born into the Meng family. A bastard daughter, who can't be brought to the table. Someone like you still wants to enter the Meng group.
Meng King, what are you saying?
Still don't know what kind of disreputable person she is. She can't do anything but act pitiful.
All right. Although Dad left it behind when he was alive. But I think the old man wouldn't want the family to be unhappy over a cup.
Meng Cheng, are you okay?
The film was translated
Meng Jiao.
and narrated
Look,
by
your hand is all red from the
Media.
burn. You take Meng Jiao to the doctor to get it treated.
Let's go. Meng King, why are you so domineering today?
No, I just suddenly understood the principle of people being bullied when they are kind.
And Grandpa's belongings from when he was alive? How could you even think of that?
Hello, Tong Tong.
Hello, Meng King. There's a charity gala tomorrow night. Let me invite you. I know you usually don't like going to these things, but the other party keeps insisting. Then I'll just decline for you.
I will go.
You go.
That's right, I will go.
Meng Ching, don't you usually dislike This kind of socializing?
Mother, I think I was always too gentle before. That's why I was taken advantage of by those with ulterior motives. Don't worry, I will definitely protect the Meng family in the future.
You. It seems you've really grown up. Just do it. Mother and Dad will always support you.
CEO, please don't be like this.
Nehru.
What if Miss Meng sees this?
Menking. That bookworm, old hag, she won't come to participate in this kind of event.
Disgusting.
So what?
Menking, why is she here? Menking, why are you here? You don't usually like to participate in this kind of...
CEO, are you okay? Does it hurt?
Menking, what do you mean?
It's nothing. Just saw you and other women. I am not happy.
You... Menking, you misunderstood. I thought you weren't coming. Only then did I find Secretary Liu.
Therefore, Secretary Liu is so intimate holding my fiancé's arm. Or do you think you are more suitable than me, standing next to my fiancé?
Miss Meng, you misunderstood. You usually don't attend these kinds of events. I always accompany CEO.
Are you saying I'm not generous enough?
No, Miss Meng. It was my lack of attention to propriety. Next time, I definitely won't dare to next time.
Don't be nervous. I didn't mean anything else.
Menking, why do you seem a little different than before?
You are so outstanding. I also have to become better.
Menking,
The film was translated
you don't need to work so
and
hard. I will be
narrated
good to
by
you for the rest of my life.
I know.
That you can say that, I am really happy. Let's go. I'll take you to meet my parents.
Tang. That was just the beginning. What you did to me, I will return it to you little by little.
Meng Qing truly is the #1 beauty of our Qingcheng. I used to think it was just a rumor.
She has never appeared in public. This is also my first time seeing her. I thought it was just a rumor before. It seems I was too petty.
I always thought before that Meng Qing wasn't good enough for Tang. Now it seems Meng Qing is even more radiant.
Dad. Mother.
Meng Qing, you look so beautiful today. You and our Tang are truly a match made in heaven. I can't wait to see your wedding. Come, sit down quickly.
Sit down.
I also thought before that the He family was truly good to me, but in the end, it was just to gain my trust after I marry He Tang, to seize the Meng family's assets. It's too stuffy here. I'm going out for a walk.
Okay.
Why are you here?
Waiting for you.
Is there something you want from me?
Give me the card.
Isn't third young Master Gu always generous with women?
What? Are you reminding me? Could it be? You are my woman.
Truly Ching Ching's man who's called a stud. The card is at home. I'll give it to you next time.
Why did you come out alone? I suddenly didn't see you. I was very worried.
I was just about to go back.
Just now, you were with? So it was third young Master Gu. You're here too. Long time no see.
Mr. He, your fiancée is truly as beautiful as a flower. You must keep a close eye on her.
That's none of your business. Menking, let's go. Spendthrift. In the future, when you see him, leave immediately. Don't get involved with him.
Welcome everyone to our King Cheng for the annual charity auction. So, without further ado, let's begin our charity auction.
Menking, what do you like? I'll bid for it for you. Consider it a wedding gift.
Since you delivered yourself to my door, don't blame me. I heard that tonight's finale item is Princess Diana's sapphire from the 1980s. I like it very much.
It's just a matter of a few million. Leave it to me.
Thank you.
This is the final item of this auction. Diana's sapphire. The starting price is 5 million.
6 million?
6,500,000.
8 million.
Young master, he is generous, directly bidding 8 million.
The film was translated
10 million.
and narrated by M Media.
10 million. 10 million. Any higher bids?
Just relying on his family's wealth. Useless and even a liability.
If I remember correctly, this is when the he group is having problems, but he can't let anyone find out. He Tang. The show is about to begin. He Tang. What do you think Gu Mingrui means by this? Does he also like that sapphire very much? Or else you just...
Menking, don't worry. Leave it to me. 12 million.
15 million.
16 million.
20 million.
20 million. First time for 20 million. Second time for 20 million.
25 million.
Menking, what are you doing? Gu Mingrui is deliberately raising the price. Don't fall for his trick.
30 million.
Menking,
30 million. Is there a higher bid than 30 million?
since third young master Gu likes it, then a gentleman doesn't snatch what others love.
Mr. He. I heard that originally this gift was intended for Miss Man as a wedding gift. And now you just don't want it. Everyone says Mr. He loves Miss Meng very much. As for me, I just wanted to raise the price a little to let Mr. He express his love for Miss Man. I'm helping you.
No. Love shouldn't be measured by money.
Then congratulations, third young master Gu.
Menking, this sapphire. Next time. I will definitely compensate you next time.
That kid from the He family is no longer bidding. The He family's 30 million. Should be able to come up with it, right?
Didn't you hear the rumors? The He family's capital chain has problems.
Menking, let's go.
Wait a moment. Do you like it? It's yours.
You. Menking.
Thank you.
Menking.
Since third young master Gu is so insistent, then I shall accept your kind offer.
Menking, why did you accept his things? Aren't you slapping my face?
He Tang. This sapphire, I originally wanted to give it to my mother.
Even so.
I raised the bid just now. I wanted to use my own money to buy it. It's you.
I'm afraid that Gu Mingrui, he's not a good person. He's plotting against you. You also know, someone like him, a spendthrift, usually only knows how to play with women.
He Tang. What's wrong with you? You never used to scold people. How come you are now calling him a spendthrift at every turn? You've become so strange now. I almost don't recognize you anymore.
No, it's not like that. Menking, it's because he targeted me today. I'm a little angry. If you don't like it, I won't do it again in the future.
The film was translated and
Since you want to
narrated
be a
by
hypocrite,
media.
I'll let you be one for the rest of your life.
Miss Meng,
The dignified third young Master Gu is being so sneaky.
isn't that how affairs are like?
Who's having an affair with you?
I thought you asked me to rob the wedding. Because you really fell in love with me. After all, my net worth. And looks. It's hard for you not to be tempted, right?
Also, the money for the sapphire. I'll return it to you later. Thank you for today's performance. You've worked hard.
No need. Since I've already put on an act. I'm not short of money. As for the sapphire, just take it as a betrothal gift. Miss Meng,
What?
good night.
Cheers. How come I heard? Someone spent a fortune just to win a beauty smile. Wouldn't that enrage her fiancé to death?
Isn't that how people in love are like?
In love? You told me before that you were getting married. Are you serious?
When have I ever joked with you?
Don't scare me. Are you really after someone else's fiancé? You are openly poaching someone's wall.
You're comparing him to me. Do you think I'll lose?
Crazy, crazy. I think you've really lost it.
Meng Sheng, have you seen the news? So exciting. Your He Tang and your Gu Ming Rui have been all over the news all day long.
Who said He Tang is mine?
Then what you mean is Gu Ming Rui is yours.
Don't talk nonsense.
Let me show you. Look at this news. What's it called? Not worth it for love. He Tang unwilling to spend big to win a beauty's heart. And this. Gu family's third young master spends a fortune to outshine everyone. And this, hurry up and look, Meng Sheng. Third young master Gu remains a ladies' man. 30 million jewels given away on the spot.
I say, Tong, why are you so excited?
I thought you had bad taste back then. But now it seems my Meng Sheng has a discerning eye.
Gu Ming Rui and I aren't like what you think.
Really?
Really.
Hello? Okay, then I'll head out. Meng Sheng Suyao is here to pick me up. I'll go first.
In the previous life, Shu Yao and Tong Tong didn't reveal their true colors until after they got married. There's still time.
Meng Sheng, you haven't even eaten breakfast this early in the morning. Where are you going?
Mother, Grandma sent me a message. Said she needs me for something. I'll go there.
To Grandma's house. No, wait for me, I'll go with you.
Mother, this grandma of mine has always looked down on Mother and me, openly and secretly belittling
The
and
film was
bullying us.
translated and
Mother, are you
narrated by
afraid
M
I'll be
Media.
bullied?
I'll go with you. Your grandma won't just scold you alone.
This time, I won't let you suffer any more grievances.
Meng Zhao, you've become beautiful again.
That's for sure. Isn't that because I look like Grandma?
What? Did you take my words as the wind in your ears? I called you here. Why did you bring her into? What? Are you still afraid that this old woman will bully you?
Mother, I was just thinking, I haven't come to see you in a while. So, Auntie's words really sound nice. But I didn't see you bring anything.
I don't care for her things. I don't want anything you bring.
Grandma, what did you call us here for? If there's nothing else, we'll leave first, lest we upset you.
Stop right there. Why are you so ill-mannered? She's from a small family after all. How can she not even have any manners? What are you looking at? You inherited our main family's property. How can you not even respect me?
Grandma, don't forget that your surname is Wen. It's written clearly in black and white in the will. Grandma, if you're not happy, then go talk to Grandpa.
What is there to say? Such disrespect.
I didn't come here to argue today. Grandma, if you called me over just to scold me, I don't have time for that.
You get out of here.
Right. I forgot to remind you, Grandma, the property ownership certificate for this old house has my dad's name on it. Which means the house you're living in belongs to us. So, Grandma, for you to tell us to get out, I'm afraid that's not appropriate.
You're rebelling. You're rebelling against me.
Don't hit Ming Ching.
Grandma, I don't mean anything by this. Just a friendly reminder. You don't have to tell me. I know you asked me to come here today because of the auction yesterday, right? You really know how to tattle. Yes, I did accept Gu Mingru's sapphire and made He-Teng lose face in public.
You still have the nerve to say that.
Grandma, don't be anxious. We, the Meng family, are merchants. When something good falls from the sky like that, how could we possibly refuse? Besides, this sapphire, originally, I wanted to give it to you, Grandma. It's just that Grandma said you didn't care for anything I brought. How could I make Grandma angry? So I'll just keep this sapphire for now.
Stop showing off. Do you think Grandma is such a shallow person?
Shut your mouth.
That's right. How could Grandma be that kind of person? Grandma has always been as good as her word.
I'm warning you. If you mess up the marriage with the He family, the Mang family will have no place for you.
My marriage is none of your concern.
You think the He family can't live without you? Why don't you take a piss and look at yourself?
Grandma, don't forget, back then, when you brought the illegitimate daughter, Meng Jiao, into the family, you also used any means necessary, right?
Grandma.
Grandma, please take care of yourself. We'll be going now. Uncle. It shouldn't be the weekend today, right? Why isn't Uncle at work? It seems Grandpa made the wisest choice to have Dad inherit the company. If it had been given to Uncle, I'm afraid this old house would no longer exist.
Are you done yet? Today, I will properly teach you a lesson, you ungrateful daughter.
Mother. If you dare to hit me again, I'll sue you in court.
You dare to sue me? I'll let you sue me.
Dad.
The film was
Don't bother with this woman.
And narrated by M Media.
I will not let your family off.
Okay, I'll wait. Mother, you don't need to abide by any moral etiquette anymore. Grandma is not worth it at all.
But she is your dad's own mother. I don't want to make your dad too embarrassed.
I will never again let them bully you.
Today, Mother understands what you said. To seek peace and avoid conflict will only make the other party more demanding. You have set a good example for Mother. Why are you back so early today?
The He family just called me. They want us to go to the He family to discuss the wedding next month. But
Go.
aren't you going to call off the engagement?
Dad, that's all for later. Now, I'll do whatever the He family says.
CEO Meng. I originally wanted to make an appointment for the weekend, but I wanted to see you sooner. So, today, let's sit down together and set the children's marriage. Master He, what are you talking about? We old brothers have been friends for so many years.
I guess it's because the He family stock price plummeted yesterday that you can't sit still.
CEO Meng, since you said so, then I'll be frank. We hope that Hetang and Menking's wedding will be held as soon as possible. Besides, our He family is also one of King Kang's for major families. You can ask for any conditions you want. Master He, we actually don't have any requirements. You also know that I only have one daughter, Manking. In the future, what I have will all be hers anyway. So, we still need to listen to Manking's opinion.
I don't have any. Heating is so good to me. I just want to be happy all the time.
I will definitely treat you well.
Actually, I didn't want Heating to give me that sapphire. But it doesn't matter.
Since that's the case, Meng Qing will be a member of the He family once she marries into it. What requirements do you have? We will definitely satisfy them in the future.
Thank you, Auntie.
I'm looking forward to Meng Qing giving our He family a son or daughter in the future.
You were afraid that I would give birth to a child with the He family's bloodline, so you fed me so many years of contraceptive medicine.
Meng Qing. Meng Qing.
Since we are family, then I won't hide anything. CEO Meng, I really have something that I want to ask for your help with. Recently, there is an e-commerce project. The startup capital is 2 billion. CEO Meng, are you interested?
Uncle He, I've heard about this project too. If I remember correctly, the total investment seems to be only 2 billion, right? Who did I hear that from? Why aren't you all talking?
Menking, if you don't understand, don't talk nonsense. Our family has evaluated this project. It's a great project that only makes profit and never loses.
Then for such a good project, why don't you invest in it yourselves?
This is a business matter. If you don't understand, don't speak first.
I'm asking because I don't understand. I trust Uncle He will definitely be happy to answer my questions.
To be honest, recently, our He family's capital chain has encountered some problems. Otherwise, I wouldn't have borrowed money from CEO Meng.
Uncle He is also an old hand in the business world. How can there be a business in this world that only makes profit and never loses? But if this business loses money, will the 2 billion that Uncle He borrowed be repaid?
Of course, it will be repaid.
As expected, I didn't misjudge Uncle He. Then, Dad, why don't you ask Uncle He to write an IOU?
This,
I'm sorry. I thought Uncle He was very sincere and determined to repay the money. I misunderstood.
We're all family. Naturally, we won't take advantage, right?
Then let's still write an IOU. This way, it won't hurt the relationship between the two families, right?
no need for Menking to remind us. We've already prepared it. CEO Meng, please take a look.
Dad, let me see. Uncle He, you didn't write the repayment date, and what happens if it's not repaid? What if you can't repay it? This is the same as not writing it. He Tang, you know a lot. Help Uncle He take a look.
Menking,
I'm just afraid of something happening and hurting the relationship between the two families. Take a look.
it seems so.
Let's set the deadline for half a year. If you can't repay it, we'll use the shares of He's group as collateral. I just calculated it. 2 billion should be 7% of his group's shares. What's wrong? Did I calculate it wrong?
It's nothing. Menking is right. Let's do as Menking says.
Uncle He is so sincere, Dad. Then you should lend this money to Uncle He.
Okay, I'll listen to you. Old He, then we'll go back first. You bastard.
Dad, you, don't be angry.
Didn't you say everything was under control? Why is it completely different from what you said? It must be that old fox named Meng.
Dad, don't worry. After we get married, the Meng family's assets will be ours. Why be afraid of these 2 billion?
That's right. That stinky girl today gave us such an attitude. Once she marries into our He family, see how I'll deal with her.
Menking, you did a really great job today. Otherwise, these 2 billion would have really gone down the drain.
I saw that old man, his face was all stiff.
The film was translated
I finally understand.
and narrated by
The He family's intentions are truly deep. They're all wolves in sheep's clothing.
Meng Chang, I understand why you insisted on breaking off the engagement. The He family has no good people.
So, what are you planning to do next?
You'll find out when the time comes.
Meng family.
Mother, have you seen the news?
What news?
Why haven't you seen it?
What happened?
Big news. Let me show you. The low-profile noble wife of the Meng group. Let you get to know again the real high society. Look, look, there are even comments. This is to not cry is already enough. A blockbuster. Let those showing affection, showing off babies' rich wives, learn hard. Mother, you are so beautiful. You should be high profile. Mother, what's wrong?
It's nothing. I just feel that our Meng Chang has really grown up. Yesterday's birthday was also arranged by you for me, right?
It was also a token of my dad's affection.
I always thought, I don't care about anything, reputation, status, as long as our family is free. Are together, safe, healthy, and lucky is enough. Until yesterday, I became the focus of everyone. I still am worthy of your father.
Those who once looked down on us will only be out of our league from now on.
He family.
What Ching Chang's first noble wife? Bullshit. Then what am I? Just wearing slightly more extravagant jewelry.
Mother, this Meng family won't be able to show off for too long. Let them be happy for a few days first.
A birthday banquet yesterday. Organized so exaggeratedly. Just the behavior of petty citizens. I think the Meng family just can't make it to the big stage.
That's right. How could this Meng family compare to our He family?
Mother, and also that Meng Ching, she's so annoying. I must make her kneel down and apologize to me. What the rush? Once that little girl marries in, I have 10,000 ways to torment her to death. Count me in. Brother, when the time comes, you must not be soft-hearted.
Soft-hearted? I have no feelings for her at all. I just want to exploit her last bit of use. Afterwards, the faster she dies, the better.
I'm talking about Gumingrui. Are you used to staking out?
Miss Meng, tomorrow is your wedding. I'm just coming over to ask again about our agreement. Do you stand by it?
Did I ever say I would break the agreement?
I don't know why. But I'm just worried. Menking, is your brain suddenly malfunctioning? Are you just playing a joke with me?
Tomorrow, as long as you come.
This is what you said. Then I'll leave first. You can't back out.
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
This day has finally arrived.
Miss Meng, you look so beautiful.
Thank you.
Meng Chang, I'm so sorry. Am I late? Let's not talk about it for now. I'm gonna change into my bridesmaid dress. Wait for me. So beautiful, but I'm saying this wedding dress is also too ordinary, right? But Meng Chang, you're naturally beautiful, so you still look very good. I'm saying, Meng Chang, you're getting married. Why is someone dressed even more grandly than you? Eldest cousin, you look really beautiful today.
You look pretty good today too.
By the way, this dress of mine was chosen by a friend. I heard it's a new design. By the chief designer of the Sear family. I'm saying, it's Meng Jing's wedding, and you're dressed so grandly. Do you have any manners or upbringing? What are you talking about?
It's okay. Her dress doesn't look like it's from the Sear family. It looks more like a high imitation from the Sear family.
Eldest cousin, what nonsense are you talking about? How can a high imitation replicate such a beautiful dress?
This is all Heating's usual trick. I remember the previous life. That's just how Meng Jiao is, stealing my spotlight, letting Meng Jiao think that Heating loves her more. Believe it or not.
So pretty, Meng Xing is just so pretty.
Menking, you are so beautiful.
Thank you.
You don't need to be nervous. Today, you will be the most beautiful bride. I'll go tidy up first. Then I'll prepare to receive the guests. I'll wait for you on the red carpet.
Tong Tong. Have you seen Gu Minggui?
No. But I saw Zhao Shi. Keep your voice down.
It's okay. The wedding is about to start anyway. Let's go.
Let's go.
Dad, no matter what happens later, don't be surprised. This is all my arrangement. Don't worry, I will be responsible for myself.
Okay. It's a great honor to witness this couple's most blissful moment in their lives. At this moment, the groom has something to say to our bride.
Menking, the first time I met you, we were just kids. Back then, your grandfather and my grandfather were playing chess in the house. I looked at you then, wearing a floral dress, with rosy cheeks. I was thinking, at that time, I already liked you. I've been looking forward to this scene for more than a decade. Today, I finally waited for my most beautiful bride. Menking, I only hope, in this life and the next, I can forever protect you and take care of you. I prepared a surprise for you. I took photos of us over the past decade or so and cut them into a video compilation to give to you.
Isn't that the Meng family's illegitimate daughter, Meng Jiao?
How could they two be?
Turn it off. Turn it all off for me.
This? Who turned on that video? Quick, someone, come here. Turn off this video. Turn it off quickly. Where's the person in charge?
What a sin. What exactly is going on? Mengqing, she...
It's okay. Menking knows what she's doing.
Menking, let me explain. I didn't. I was framed by Mengjio. I was really framed. I was drunk that night. It was Mengjio who sent me back. As a result, she sent me to a hotel. I was really drunk. I thought it was you. That's why. Menking, please forgive me.
Really?
Really, you're the only one in my heart. After I woke up that day, I found that the person lying next to me was Mengjio. I felt like killing myself. Mengjio, explain yourself clearly in front of Menking why you drugged me.
What? Drugged you? You're talking nonsense. It was clearly you who dragged me into the hotel.
Still saying
The
you
film
didn't.
was translated
That night,
and
you took advantage of
narrated
Menking
by
not paying
media.
attention to secretly drug my drink and have relations with me. You tell me.
You bastard. It was clearly you. You said you liked me. That's why I...
Nonsense. If I had known you were this kind of woman, I wouldn't have even said a word to you.
You. Okay. This dress I'm wearing was a gift from you. I still have the messages you sent me. In my phone, you said I would definitely look 100 times better than Mengqing in it, since you don't admit it. Then I'll show everyone now, and see who's lying.
Enough! How could I possibly give you a gift? You can't even compare to a strand of Menking's hair.
Tang, you bastard. I'm going to die with you.
Zhao Jio. Get down here. Aren't you ashamed enough?
I really didn't. It wasn't me.
Menking, I really know I was wrong. You're really the only one in my heart. I've loved you for so many years. I really don't want to lose you like this.
You were wrong. Then are you willing to kneel down and beg me? In the last life, you once locked me in the basement for 3 days, making me kneel down and beg for a sip of water. I decided then that if I ever had the chance, I would pay you back 100-fold. Tang, I've loved you for so many years,
So have I, Menking.
but I don't love you anymore now. Because I can't stand you cheating on me with Meng Jiao.
Menking, listen to my explanation. I really was drugged. I swear I will never betray you again.
Let's just leave it at that. Our wedding is over.
Menking, please give me one more chance. I really can't lose you.
What are you doing? Marriage is a serious matter. It's not child's play, so don't be ridiculous.
Mengqing, your marriage with Tang was decided by the older generation. Old Madam Meng, say something.
You disgraceful thing. The so-called parents' orders. In matchmaker's words, your marriage, it was arranged by your grandfather a long time ago. Now you're saying you'll just leave. Do you even have us elders in your eyes?
Grandma, even if the other party is a murderer, you still want me to marry him?
What are you doing?
Stop trying to justify yourself here. Heading. He's not a murderer. He's just made a mistake that all men make.
Grandma, Mengqing is your own granddaughter. Is it appropriate for you to say that about her?
Heading. He already knows his mistakes and has corrected them. She can't even get through this difficult time with him and instead wants to abandon him. Our Meng family doesn't have unfilial descendants like you.
Then, according to you, Mengqing can go out and sleep with other people in the future. And Tang should forgive him too?
Stop interrupting me.
Grandma, is it that as long as it's profitable for you, it doesn't matter who I marry?
Shut your mouth.
The one who should shut up is you.
Mother, say less.
Menking. With your conditions. Can you find a man better than Heading? Someone like you. A selfish and self-serving woman. What man would dare to marry you?
Who says no one dares to marry Menging? I will marry her.
Goomingrui.
I, Gu Mingrui, will marry Menking.
Where did this man come from? You think you can marry her just because you said so?
Menking. I've always had a question I wanted to ask you. Are you willing to marry me?
I do.
Menking, what are you doing?
Mr. He, please have some self-respect.
Menking, have you gone mad? You're willing to marry anyone?
The 4 great families of Jingchang, Gu family's 3rd young master. Is there anyone I wouldn't dare to marry?
Do you know what kind of person he is? How many women he's played with, and you still dare to marry him? Menking, you better think this through. What are you doing right now? If you leave today, we'll never be possible again.
What? Only the magistrate is allowed to burn down houses, but the common people are allowed to light lamps? So when you He-Tang, play around with women, it's a mistake that all men make. But when it comes to Gu Mingrui, it means he's a bad character.
Can I be the same as him?
You're even worse than him.
I won't allow it. Look at your daughter. Are you just going to watch her marry a playboy?
Mother. Menking knows what she's doing. You should stop interfering.
Old Mrs. Men, do you have some kind of dissatisfaction with me? In terms of family background, our Gu family is not good enough for your Meng family. In terms of appearance, I'm not inferior to Heading either. Speaking of financial resources, this sapphire, but Heading, watching helplessly, was bought by me. And speaking of physical condition, Heading's performance is really not flattering.
You.
Presumptuous. You think the Gu family can do whatever they want?
Right? And the most important thing is, I sincerely love Menking. For the rest of my life, I only want you, Menking, as my woman.
This guy, with such a serious look. I almost believed him.
Since everyone has no objections, then I will take Menking to get our marriage certificate. Let's go.
Wait a minute.
Old Mrs. Man, do you have any more instructions?
Marriage is not just a matter between the two of you, but a matter between the families. Without the consensus of both families' elders, you rashly go to get a marriage certificate. Do you have any manners at all?
That's right. You are so casual. Will your Gu family parents agree?
As expected of young Master Gu III, just like the rumors say. Reckless and willful.
Old Mrs. Meng is right. I was too impulsive just now. But I forgot to tell you. Just now, I already called my parents. They should be arriving soon.
What?
Dad, Mother.
Old Madam Meng is right. Marriage matters require a formal proposal. Without betrothal gifts, it is indeed our Gu family's oversight.
Marriage is not a child's play. When the time comes, if we don't become in-laws, but become enemies, then it would be a greater loss than gain.
The old lady is absolutely right. Marriage is not child's play. It can't be taken lightly. That's natural. The reason I'm here today is to propose marriage to your Meng family on behalf of my unworthy son. Just in time, in front of all the guests, I will present our Gu family's betrothal gifts, all at once. Everyone can be a witness. Gu family's unworthy son, Gu Mingrui, marrying the Meng family's eldest daughter, Menking. Special preparation of betrothal gifts as follows. 1. Bride price. 88 million. 2. Under Gu Group's real estate. Phoenix Bay luxury residential building. 1 building. 3. $1 million luxury car. 4. Gifted to Miss Menking. 5% of the original shares of Gu Group. as premarital property. Heavens! Gu Group has a market value of over 100 billion. This 5% stake is already worth over 2 billion. That's not the point. The point is, the Gu family gifted to the Meng family the Meng family shares that they can possess. This is proof of Mengking's position in the Gu family.
They are. Are they deliberately slapping us in the face?
In-laws, take a look. Are you satisfied? Old Gu. You tell me and the Meng family didn't prepare a dowry. Your betrothal gifts are heavy enough. It's only right. Besides, Mengking is willing to marry our family's Mean Grui. It's our family's Mean Grui who is aiming to high.
Indeed. Our family's Ming Rui. Being able to marry your eldest daughter is truly fortunate.
Since that's the case, then I have nothing more to say. Mother, what do you say?
Marriage is a matter for the children. As long as the young couple is happy, then we have no right to interfere here.
What do you mean by this?
Meng Chang is clearly our family's daughter-in-law.
Your family's heading did such a rogue thing. And still thinking of marrying our Mengking?
Let's go.
Mengking,
Actually, I didn't think you would really come.
What? Disappointed
The
you?
film was translated and narrated
No.
by M Media.
I just didn't think you would be so serious.
I am always serious. About Miss Meng.
Truly a devil. No wonder you can fascinate so many women. Actually, we don't seem to need to get a marriage certificate.
Think about it. With Heading's intelligence, he will definitely think whether we are putting on an act. Only getting a marriage certificate can fully explain that we are a real couple.
Don't worry. I won't take advantage of you. I won't take any of the bride price your dad mentioned.
All for you. Just accept it. By the way, don't forget tonight.
Tonight? What's happening?
Of course, it's holding the wedding.
Hold a wedding? You want me to hold 2 weddings in one day, then my reputation that will spread in the future.
I have already asked my dad to notify all the guests.
Is it necessary?
It is necessary for me to let you know what a real wedding is.
Today, I really didn't expect that I would also be a bridesmaid twice in one day. I'm really going to be exhausted. Give me a reply quickly.
If you want to blame, then blame Gumingru.
But I thought you two were only married in name.
We just went to get a marriage certificate.
What, you've already registered your marriage?
Don't be so surprised.
So surprised. But Guming Rui is much better than Hitang. Hitang is just a hypocrite. I never expected that behind you was such a disgusting man.
Tong Tong. Tong Tong, you're so nice.
Why are you being so cheesy all of a sudden?
I just suddenly feel so happy.
Happy? Happy my foot. You really think things will be so great with Gu Mingrui? You said he's been with so many women. What if he's got something?
Don't curse him. Don't worry. I know what I'm doing.
Okay. Shouldn't you go change into your wedding dress? Let's go.
Let's go.
Meng Qing. This is too beautiful. Miss Meng, this wedding dress is a design by Master Qing Chang, Mr. Nan. He received Mr. Gu's order a month ago. and spent a whole month sewing it stitch by stitch.
A month.
Yes. And these jewels were also personally selected by Mr. Gu. He had someone design them, just so that Miss Meng, you, could be the most beautiful bride.
Then, how do you know all this?
Mr. Gu asked me to tell you. Although Gu Mingrui is a bit vulgar, his feelings for you are genuine. And this jade bracelet, Mr. Gu also asked me to give it to you. He said, this is from the Gu family, passed down through generations, a family heirloom, so to speak.
Gu Mingrui is so earnest. Why do I always feel like Gu Mingrui has been planning this for a long time?
Oh my god, Meng Ching. Can I take back what I said this morning? This Gu Mingrui is just so handsome, okay? Compared to that He Tang. He's simply number one.
You.
I'm a little nervous. I've never seen such a big scene.
I didn't expect the third young Master Gu to be such a wimp sometimes.
Let me tell you. This is a live broadcast nationwide right now.
Live broadcast.
Because anyway, this Gu Mingrui is getting married for the first time, after all. It cost me half my fortune. I definitely have to show off a little.
Then aren't you afraid that when we go our separate ways in the future, you won't be able to save face?
I won't. Menking. After that, I am your husband. For the rest of our lives. My surname. Your name. We'll be together forever.
You harmed our He family like this. Gu Mingrui. Menking. You just wait. Sooner or later, I will trample you under my feet.
Gu Mingrui. I've been cooperative enough during the wedding ceremony just now. We are just partners.
So, you've forgotten all about my story. Then tell me about it.
I was just asking myself. Please, third young Master Gu, let go of me.
If I were Miss Gu, you think I would be fine today, to be able to let you go. Then you think wrong. Okay. I will forgive you today. But you need to be clear. You can't escape.
This tone is still very grand.
All right. I'll go wash up first. Go back and rest early. Good night.
Gu Mingrui is becoming more and more unpredictable. Gu Mingrui. Gu Mingrui, help me with the zipper.
The
Gu
film was
Mingrui, can you
translated
put your clothes
and
on properly?
narrated by M Media.
Hey. I'm not taking off my clothes. How am I supposed to shower? Could it be? You think I'm wearing too much?
This dress of mine. I can't take it off, help me.
I'm telling you. Take it off. I don't know what's going on. I find you to be a very strange woman. You rejected me just now. Now you want me to help you take off your clothes. What exactly do you mean?
You do not understand human language.
Wife? Good night.
How much money did you spend yesterday?
Not much.
Meng Ching, you left too quickly last night. Could it be that you and Gu Mingri were in a hurry to go back? To have a big battle for 300 rounds?
Don't talk nonsense.
Or is Gu Mingri right next to you? You guys are in bed,
No.
stark naked.
No.
Then am I disturbing you?
Speaking of you, you are.
Okay, I'm not kidding with you anymore. Remember to watch the news today. He family has been exposed with a scandal. Even her family fortune is about to be dug out. A lot of debt.
I already knew.
What's the plan for today?
I want to go home.
Okay. Good to marry a wife. Then we must go home and visit Grandma properly. Let's go.
Dad, Mother, Grandma, Uncle. It really is a narrow road for enemies.
Hello Grandma. Hello Aunt and Uncle.
Others are saying, a married daughter is like spilled water. It seems that this is really the case. Is this the attitude you have this morning?
Compared to Meng Jiao stealing someone else's boyfriend. What I'm doing isn't so bad, right?
Mengxing, haven't you harmed me enough?
You evil creature.
Okay. Today, Mingrui and Mengchang are coming home. The family is reunited. Don't hurt the harmony. It's all in the past. Don't mention it. Our Meng family didn't get much dowry back then, but received a lot of betrothal gifts. Yuku family is really too kind.
Mother's little token.
Just likes to show off. I think, not from any respectable family either. Old Mrs. Meng, the reason I'm here today isn't to argue with you all. It's just that there's something important I need to discuss with you.
Mother, what is it?
I brought Meng Jiao here today, without any other purpose. I just want Meng Jiao to stop working at Meng's group tomorrow.
Meng Jiao has just been through so many storms. Isn't it inappropriate for her to show her face?
Yes, Mother, I think it's better to let Meng Jiao rest for a while longer. It won't be too late to talk about it later.
What? Even what I say doesn't matter anymore.
Rather than wasting words now, it's better to take action directly, so that Grandma has nothing to say. Okay. Since Meng Jiao is willing to help the group share the workload, then we can't let down her sincerity. Dad, what do you think?
That's right. Since Meng Jiao has the will, then we should give our full support. Just report to the company later.
Thank you, second uncle.
But Meng Jiao's matter has caused Meng Group to lose a lot of face.
She will reflect on it herself. You don't need to worry about it.
Actually, I don't think Meng Jiao is to blame for this matter. It takes two to tango. Heating also has a big problem in this matter. Has eldest uncle ever thought about asking Heating to take responsibility?
What do you mean?
I was also very sad that such a thing happened at the wedding. After all, it's been so many years. I thought Heating only loved me. Now that the matter is over, thinking about it calmly, if Heating and Meng Jiao are truly in love, then why not help them be together?
But Heatang and I.
That makes sense.
Of course, I also have my own selfish motives. My marriage with Mingrui is somewhat controversial. If Heatang and Meng Jiao get married, then everyone will be happy. Is that so? Then no one will gossip anymore.
You've thought it through very clearly.
Okay. I'll go to the He family when I have time to get an explanation.
I would also like to find some time to thank Heating and Meng Jiao. After marrying Mingrui, I realized what true love is.
Menking. Being able to meet you is also my luck.
As a daughter, you don't even know shame. I don't know where this cultivation went.
The film was
Mother,
translated
those
and
newlyweds.
narrated by
Hard to resist when emotions are overflowing. then we, as elders, should be more understanding.
What? Aren't you talking back to me?
What's wrong with being affectionate? It's not like it's illegal. That's still better than having an affair, right?
What do you mean by that?
It's getting late. Let's go back.
Finally, they're gone. I'm really afraid that if they're here all day, I won't have any peace. Ming-Ray, it's your first day here, and you're already seeing a joke.
It's okay, Mother. What kind of people are Uncle and Grandma? I've heard something about them. Right, Mother. Recently, our company has a jewelry exhibition event. I'd like to invite you, Mother, to be the spokesperson.
Wouldn't that be inappropriate? At my age?
It's okay, Mother. Look, your image and temperament are already above many people. At your last birthday banquet, I was amazed by you.
Mother this and mother that. It sounds so natural.
This child is really good at talking.
Dad, I want to discuss Meng Zhao with you about her joining the company tomorrow.
But didn't you clearly agree to it?
Grandma clearly came prepared. How could you refuse Grandma? Isn't it just a waste of time? However, it's still too early to say whether Meng Zhao is capable or not.
What do you mean?
If Meng Zhao is capable, then the company won't be able to fire her easily. By then, she and Uncle will stir up trouble in the company, and we won't be able to handle it. In the previous life, it was because we let Meng Zhao stir up trouble in the company that accelerated the demise of the Meng Group. Dad, you can't judge a book by its cover or measure the sea with a bushel.
Then what do you suggest we do?
I'm also going to work at the company.
Menking, you're going to work.
Yes, Manking. You never liked going to the company before. What made you decide?
Yes, I've decided I'll go tomorrow.
What tomorrow or the day after tomorrow? You're going to work right after getting married. That's not a good idea.
Mother, marriage and work don't conflict.
Of course, they conflict. You need to have children early. After you have the first one, then in another 2 or 3 years, you can have the second one.
Mother, we've only been married for a few days.
Anyway, having children early is definitely the right thing to do. Back then, Mother had you late in life. I only blame myself for meeting your dad too late. Otherwise, I would be having my second child by now.
They're just young people. There's plenty of time, no rush.
You may not be in a hurry, but I am. I'm eager to hold Meng Ching's child.
Mother, don't worry. I will work hard. And as for Menking, just let her go to work.
Okay.
Okay, that works too. Manking, then, Dad will, starting tomorrow in the company, arrange a position for you.
As Meng Zhao's direct superior. Let's see what waves she can make. Under my nose.
Goo family.
Gu Mingri, wake up. Aren't you going to work?
Don't touch me. Let me sleep a little longer.
Get up, Gu Mingri. What are you doing?
Isn't it that your mother-in-law wants us to have a child sooner? That way, we can fulfill their wishes. What do you think?
Can you think about something serious?
You.
I'm getting up now. If you ever do this again, I won't wake you up.
Don't. From now on, Miss Meng, the way you wake me up can actually be changed. For example, waking me up with a kiss.
Don't even think about it. Hello, excuse me, where is the CEO's office?
You're looking for the CEO, right? The CEO was just transferred to another department yesterday.
No, I am.
Hello, is this the sales department? Okay, everything is ready. Just waiting for Director Meng to arrive. Okay. I'm sorry. I still have a reception to attend to today. If you're looking for the CEO, I'm afraid you've come for nothing today. Please leave. Is everything ready? Director Meng will be here soon.
Ready?
One person on each side.
Yes.
The person is coming. Just salute and greet her. Got it?
Yes. What's the background of this Director Meng?
They're all relatives of the Emperor. Can't be provoked. Be smart in a moment. If you make any mistakes, I can't guarantee you.
I know.
Hello, Director Meng. Director Meng. Today, I only have one sentence to say. As long as you follow me and do your job well, you will definitely get your share of the benefits. Yes. We will definitely listen to Director Meng.
Meng Jiao.
Be careful. You? What are you shouting about? I already said the new CEO hasn't arrived yet. I told you to leave first. Can't you understand?
I didn't explain clearly just now. I'm not here to look for the CEO. I am the new CEO of the sales department. Meng King.
The new CEO. I'm sorry. So you're the new CEO. That works out perfectly. Let me introduce you. This is our director, Meng. She's Chairman Meng's own niece.
I see.
Older female cousin, why did you suddenly come to the company? Older female cousin. Wait, if older female cousin is... Wouldn't that make our Chairman Meng's own daughter? Director Meng, I'm so sorry. My mind just wasn't working for a second there. I just heard you had just gotten married. I thought you wouldn't be coming to work for a while.
I didn't realize our company's employees were so efficient. My dad just agreed yesterday that Meng Jiao could come to work at the company, and you all had already cleaned the office. And today, there's a whole crowd here to welcome her.
Well, not CEO Meng. It's all the same. Please don't misunderstand.
Now that Meng Jiao's office is cleaned, can you all help me organize my office?
Yes, I'll get it organized for you right away.
You guys organize it first. In 10 minutes, all employees above the sales department supervisor level will have a meeting in the conference room.
Yes.
What? You didn't expect this?
No, it's not like that. Cousin, this is an accident. Why did you suddenly come to work at the company?
I'll come whenever I want to.
Yes.
Right, Meng Jiao. When we have the meeting later, pour a cup of tea for everyone.
Yes, cousin. Are you useless? You didn't even know my cousin was coming to the company. Are you deliberately trying to embarrass me? No, Director Meng. I really didn't know. If I had known the new CEO was who she is, who would still care about you, Director Meng? Shut up.
How does it feel to be working on your first day?
It's pretty good.
So, did you miss me?
Do you need something?
Can't I call you if I don't need something?
I'm at work.
Work is more important than me.
I've just realized that you, Gu Mingri, have such a clingy side to me.
Guess what I'm doing right now?
What?
So, in what capacity are you asking me that question? My dear wife.
Never mind then.
You'll find out in a few days. By the way, Menking's body was still pretty flexible this morning.
I'm hanging up now. I'm busy.
Hello? This woman hangs up as soon as she says so. She really is ruthless. But I like it.
The old Meng family house.
Mengjio. Is it okay working on your first day today?
It's okay. It's just that. My cousin came so suddenly, started working at the company.
What?
Gave me a hard time right from the start. Relying on the fact that she's the chairman's daughter. She doesn't give me any face at all. It was the same during the meeting just now. She even makes me do the secretary's work, makes me do everything.
Presumptuous. What gives her the right to make you do everything?
She's the CEO of the sales department now. And I'm just a marketing director. She's my immediate superior now.
Outrageous. At least I'm his older brother. He relies on being the chairman of the company. And doesn't give me any respect at all. Mengjio, don't worry. Dad won't let you suffer for nothing.
Okay.
When the time comes, with the help of the He family, I believe you will definitely be able to suppress her.
The He family.
Accompany me to the He family later. My daughter and Heting's matter. Today, you must give me an explanation. Explanation? What kind of explanation do you want? My daughter, a virgin, was ruined by your son like this. Don't you think you should give my daughter an explanation?
My son has been ruined by your daughter. Now his reputation is ruined. I haven't even asked you for compensation yet. How dare you ask me for an explanation? What? You want to marry your daughter to our He-Tang?
What are you talking about? My daughter was ruined by your son. Is this what you call the He family? So irresponsible and uncultured? Enough. I came here today just to resolve this matter properly. Want our Heting to marry your daughter? That's impossible. Compensation? I can give you 5 million. Provided that you must publicly announce that it was your daughter who seduced my son. Are you crazy? Do you think I'm selling my daughter? You think you can buy me off with a mere 5 million? My daughter is in the Meng group, working as a director. Her future is limitless. 5 million. Our He family is already giving too much. Your daughter is an illegitimate daughter. Do you still think she's a rich lady?
Uncle, how can you say that about me? Even if I'm not good enough, my feelings for CEO, he are real.
I don't want to waste any more words with you. This 5 million is the He family's final bottom line. Do you think I'm a beggar? I don't care what you do. Take it or leave it. Want to let your daughter marry into my He family? No way. See them out.
What nonsense are you talking about? When did I ever truly love you?
He-Tang, I know at the wedding, you were forced to do it. You still have feelings for me, don't you? Otherwise, you wouldn't have had someone send me close and been so nice to me.
Don't call me. Now, not to mention looking at you. I feel disgusted just hearing your voice. Why are you so shameless? Coming to seduce me? How dare you come to my house and ask me to take responsibility? You're just daydreaming.
When you slept with me back then, you said you loved me. You said being with Mengxing was only for the sake of profit. You said once you got the benefits, you would immediately be with me.
Someone like you. I would love you.
He-Tang, why are you treating me like this? Why?
Stop it.
You brat.
You're hitting people.
Get away.
The Meng family is killing people.
I heard that today. Meng Fangshan took Meng Zhao to the He family to make a scene.
They were kicked out by the He family, right? Someone like He-Tang. How could he possibly marry Meng Jiao?
You seem to know Heting very well.
I've known him for so long. Of course I know him well. I'll sleep on the sofa tonight. Always making you sleep on the sofa. I feel a little embarrassed.
Are you sure you want to sleep on the sofa? Actually, we can sleep together. After all, we've already gotten our marriage certificate. We're husband and wife. This sofa is very uncomfortable.
I can endure it.
Okay. Since that's the case, then I wish Menking, my dear, a good dream. I'm going to take a shower.
Wait a minute.
What's wrong? Do you want to go with me?
No. I want to remind you, put on your clothes before you come out.
Hey. My body is something that ordinary women can't resist.
Narcissist.
What's wrong? I'm not going. I'm a married man now. I have to watch over my own wife.
I'm talking about you. I got it. Another noble married man. I see you staying at home all day. Aren't you bored?
Hello. I'm looking at beautiful women right now. You haven't been married. You don't understand this feeling.
Right. I don't understand. Please, buddy. Stop showing off your love.
Menking. Menking. Usually looks so fierce. When she's asleep, she really looks like a child. Don't move. You know what a man can't resist the most? It's teasing.
Teasing my foot.
I'm still sleepy. Sleep a little longer.
Gumingru. How did you get me into bed?
Hey. Who put you in bed? You got up here yourself. After you climbed into bed yourself, look how you've squished me. I was shocked. I almost thought that my innocence was in danger.
I got into bed myself. You're kidding me.
What do you think? You don't believe me? Come on, take a look at yourself. You were constantly burrowing into my arms.
Film was translated
And you put your hand
and
inside my clothes,
narrated by
pulling back and
Media.
forth. If you don't believe me, turn around now. Come on, put your hand in here. Look at my clothes. Look how you've torn them.
Stop talking. I want to get up.
I'm still sleepy. Let's sleep a little longer. 10 minutes.
No.
Half an hour.
Gumingru.
20 minutes.
10 minutes.
Deal.
CEO Meng. Someone is looking for you in the executive conference room.
Executive conference. Okay, I'll be right there. Dad, you wanted to see me.
Menking. You've been working for a while now. It's time for you to greet everyone.
Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Menking. Not long ago, I just joined the company as the CEO of Marketing and Sales Department. I hope all the leaders and seniors will give me some guidance.
We wouldn't dare to give you guidance. But everyone wants to know. How could a little girl be in the position of CEO of Sales Department?
If I remember correctly, this man should be Dongyuan Chang. In the previous life, he colluded with Meng Fangshan and secretly embezzled a lot of money from Meng Group. Uncle Dom, do you think that there is something inappropriate about me being the CEO of Marketing and Sales Department?
Nonsense. Meng Group is the second-ranked enterprise. In King Kang's assets, the group is full of elites. Even the most basic staff members are graduates from the top 50 universities in the country. Second, all the previous sales CEOs of Meng Group were over the age of 35 and had worked their way up from the bottom step by step, gaining experience, employees with rich market experience, and outstanding achievements. No one has ever been parachuted in. May I ask, Miss Meng, you have neither academic qualifications, lacking both experience and even ability, What makes you think you are qualified? Second in the nation, of a global top 100 group. CEO of the sales department, Old Dong, this young girl.
Regarding Uncle Dong's doubts, I understand.
Still just a little girl. To green.
But I am able to stand here today, able to take on the marketing sales department, the position of CEO. I have my reasons.
What reasons? The chairman's daughter?
Yes, but precisely, because I am the chairman's daughter, I understand this company better than anyone else. Secondly, regarding Uncle Dong's doubts about my education, I don't know if Jingcheng University, International Business and Trade Economics major, double master's degree, can meet the company's entry standards.
You. Menking. She haven't started working before. So, I didn't tell everyone about this. Menking is a standard double master's degree, even with a degree, but you haven't worked before.
You haven't even practiced yet. Uncle Dong directly denied my ability. Then what opportunities do I have to prove it to everyone?
Menking. Your Uncle Dong didn't want to stifle your right to perform. Why don't you start from the bottom? Once you have achieved results and gained experience in the company, promoting you, wouldn't that be a natural thing? Furthermore, so that those who question you will no longer speak up. Actually, I don't want to be the bad guy either. I'm just standing from the company's perspective. Just thinking a bit more. At least be worthy of yourself, be worthy of everyone, and be worthy of our Meng group. Tens of thousands of employees.
I disagree. How do you know I don't have the ability?
Menking. Enough. Do you want us Meng family members to be embarrassed for you?
Uncle. Shouldn't you be the one embarrassed? Just now, you looked so righteous. It seems you've forgotten that you begged my dad to let Meng Jiao into the company to serve as the marketing office director of the sales department.
You.
Or does Uncle think that only you have this privilege to let your child enter the company and take on an important position? Of course. I agree with Uncle Dong's point of view. Ability is the best proof. Take a look at this.
Menking. This is
3 days ago, the real estate contract I signed. Within 3 months of signing this contract, I will lead the sales department, complete the company's second half of the year, 80% of the sales target.
How is that possible? I didn't expect. My daughter is a business genius.
Now, Uncle Dong, are you satisfied? I will serve as the marketing department as CEO. Then that's a consensus. Next, let's talk about Meng Jiao.
What do you mean?
Uncle seems to have forgotten. Meng Jiao is like me, also parachuted into the company. Then does Uncle treat everyone equally? Or are you just targeting me?
What do you mean?
I know everyone is for the company's benefit. Then, Meng Jiao in the company should also make some achievements.
After Menking's reminder, I also feel that I agreed so easily at the beginning to let Mengjio enter the company. There's something wrong with that. If it causes any loss to the company, then I'll be in big trouble. Mengjio has only been in the company for a few days. How can she have any achievements? Everything should be fair. Since Menking has made achievements and proved herself, then Mengjio should do the same. I will give Mengjio a month to prove her ability. If she can't stand the test, then she should start from the bottom. Let's go. This time, you greatly stimulated your uncle.
Who told him to deliberately make things difficult for me? Dad, Meng Jiao will not be able to complete the goal within a month. In this way, we can justifiably kick her out.
No. How do you know? She can't complete it.
Yesterday, she was rejected by Hitang. I heard her eyes were swollen from crying. She didn't even have time to go to work today. How can she be in the mood to work like this?
You.
The film was translated.
How have you been at the Gu
narrated
family
by
recently?
Media.
It's not bad, nothing special.
If Gumingrui dares to bully you, tell Dad, I'll take care of him.
Don't worry, he treats me pretty well.
Good.
Mang Cheng, why did you go to work right after getting married? I now don't even have time to find someone to go shopping with me.
I have no choice.
Then tell me, how's your married life?
The matter between Gumingrui and me, aren't you the clearest about it? The two of us are just...
Legal sex buddies?
You have the mind to gossip about us. You might as well think about yourself.
Su Yao and I are doing well.
Tong, I'm reminding you. Shu Yao, he might not be what he seems. Pay more attention.
Okay, I got it.
Tong, I'll take you back.
Take me back? Why? Let's have fun together, okay? This wine is so delicious. Are you trying to kiss me? Su Yao, you're so good to me.
Have you seen clearly? I'm not Zhu Yao.
You.
Tong, what should I do with you?
No way. I really did get Wu Wei Ran.
Tong.
Su Yao, you're here.
I heard you were dead drunk last night.
I only had a little bit.
Drink less in the future. Come, have some porridge.
I didn't cook porridge.
It's clearly right here. In your kitchen.
I cooked it. I forgot.
You. Right, I came to you today. Because there's something I want to discuss with you.
Go ahead.
Take a look at this agreement. You and I are getting married soon. From now on, we're family. Although our family is far from being comparable to your family, what I should contribute, I, Zhu Yao, will absolutely not let you suffer in the slightest. This is a purchase agreement. You and I will sign it and buy it. From now on, it'll be our marital home.
Su Yao.
Tong, I really am now. Can't wait to marry you into the family.
What's wrong now?
Mang Cheng. I think I did something I'm sorry for to Su Yao. It was that night. Wasn't I drunk? Wei Ran took me home. I think I even flirted with him. But you know, Mang Cheng, I'm absolutely loyal to our Su Yao. How heartbroken Su Yao must be right now. He's afraid I'll suffer. He even signed a new house contract for me this morning.
Tong, what are you talking about?
The contract?
Did you see it clearly? Is it a house contract?
I didn't look at the contents.
Why didn't you look at the contract before signing it?
What's there to look at? It's a waste of time.
I think I know why. After Tong died, in the previous life, Shu Yao inherited half of the Yu family's property so smoothly.
What are you thinking about? Why do you look so awful?
Tong, what if I told you? Shu Yao is deliberately trying to get close to you. Not because he loves you, but because he wants to get your family's property. Would you believe it?
What are you talking about? Suyao loves me so much. How could that be?
This Xu Yao hasn't revealed his foxtail yet. Hiding is much better than Tang. No wonder Tong is so convinced. Tong, you believe me. Let's give Xu Yao a test.
Recording.
Tong is out. I see. Although you are Tong's nominal brother, it shouldn't be to the point that you can casually enter Tong's house, right? This is our family matter. Tong and I are getting married soon. This little thing, I still have the right to intervene, right? Zhu Yao, don't think I don't know what you're up to. If you know what's good for you, leave Tong's side sooner rather than later. Leave what should be left. I'm afraid that's you, you hypocritical brother. Just the dirty things you've done to Tong. Others may not know, but I know. No matter what, I will always protect Tong's side. The Yu family has decided to leave all the assets to me, to let me serve as the head of the Yu family. What are you talking about? How is that possible? You are clearly just an adopted son of the Yu family. So even if you marry Tong, you won't get a penny. Impossible. You think I would believe
The film was
such nonsense?
translated and
You don't believe it?
narrated by
You can call
Media.
Tong. Hello, Tong.
Hello, Suyao?
Tong, I heard from my colleagues at work today that your dad is planning to pass the position of head of the Yu family to Wu Weiren.
How do you know? Are you family? Hasn't announced it to the public yet.
Is this true?
Suyao, that Wu Weiren said. He will guarantee that I will have no worries about food and clothing. Suyao? What's wrong?
No, nothing.
Then Suyao, we can tomorrow night. Impossible. Suyao wouldn't be that kind of person.
Tong, I know this is a little cruel to you, but we are doing this to protect you. This is the contract you signed that day. I had Gu Mingri ask someone to bring it over. Take a good look. This is a property division contract. If you get married and you die in an accident, then all your property will belong to Xu Yao. In the previous life, it was because of my negligence that you were killed by Xu Yao. That won't happen again this time.
Do you believe it now? So what? Don't get too cocky. What does Tong say? She is also the Yu family's biological daughter, even if the position of the Yu family is passed on to you. So what? It seems you're really not giving up. Tong, she only listens to me. I will make her take back what belongs to you. It seems your appetite is really big. Everything of your Yu family. Sooner or later, it will be mine. Tong. What are you doing here? Tong, what did you just hear? It's all because of this Wu Weiren. I really didn't mean that. Tong.
Suyao. I was really blind.
Tong, I really didn't mean that. Listen to me. I am sincere to you. It's all because of this Wu Weiren. Zhu Yao, what you just said, I have already recorded it. If you quibble again, I don't mind playing it again. You. Tong. You actually tested me? How could you be like this?
If I don't treat you like this, I won't be able to expose your true colors. Scumbag.
Tong, listen to me. It's not like that.
Suyao. I don't want to see you again from now on. Get out of here immediately. Get out!
With you by Tong Tong's side, I believe she will get better soon. You have been protecting her for so long. She should have discovered your good qualities. Go.
What's wrong? So soon, you deleted my phone number.
Yes. Mingrui doesn't like me having too much contact with other men, especially ex-boyfriends.
Mingrui, you've only known him for how long? You're calling him so affectionately.
We're already married. Why can't I call him affectionately? Besides, although we haven't known each other for long, he is already a part of my life. Speak. What do you want from me?
Can't I call you if I don't want anything?
I'm very busy.
I heard. You've joined the Meng group.
So, to talk business?
Why do you have to be so cold to me? We loved each other for so many years.
If there's nothing else, I'll hang up first.
Menking, can I invite you to dinner tonight? Shall we eat together?
No time.
Shouldn't
That
we
was
make things clear
translated
between us?
and
At least give me
narrated
a
by
chance to
media.
atone.
Is there something you can't say over the phone?
Some things are hard to explain over the phone.
Then don't say it.
Just give me one chance, okay? I swear, after this time, if you don't forgive me, I will never bother you again.
Okay. I also want to know, Heetang, what exactly are you going to play this time? How disgusting can you be?
I'm off work.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
If it's nothing, why are you calling me?
Do you have an appointment with Heading?
How do you know?
I've had people monitoring him all along. I saw him. He made a reservation at a restaurant. It's the one you two used to go to often.
Why all of a sudden? I feel like I've been caught cheating. There are some things I need to make clear to him. Hello? Hello?
That's it then.
Just now, weren't you all smiles? What's with the sudden change? You two are already a legally married couple. It's just seeing an ex-boyfriend they dated for over a decade and almost married, right? It's okay.
Jashi, let me tell you. I have a project right now. In South Africa that's perfect for you. Otherwise,
No, that's not what I meant.
then what are you doing hanging around my house? Hurry up and leave.
Why is this guy so strange? After getting married,
I'm sorry. I had a lot of work to do, so I'm 2 hours late.
It's okay. I don't mind waiting for you, no matter how long. I remember you love to eat their steak the most, paired with their mushroom sauce. It's simply the best.
You've been with me for so many years, and you don't know that I'm allergic to mushrooms?
Look at me. I was only thinking about sharing delicious food with you. I forgot that you're allergic to mushrooms. Menking, I heard. You've started working at the company. I hadn't heard about that before. You want to work?
I'm bored anyway.
Is Gumin Grui treating you badly? Does he make you feel insecure?
Of course not.
I'm just afraid you'll be wronged following Gumin Grui. After all, his reputation really isn't good.
Instead of worrying about how things are between Gumingui and me, why don't we talk about us? Didn't we say we were going to make things clear?
Menking, I've been thinking a lot lately. Back then, Mengjio drugged me to seduce me, wanting me to marry her. I have loved you from beginning to end. How could I possibly marry her? I really didn't expect things to turn out this way. Menking, are you still blaming me?
I don't blame you anymore because you and I now have absolutely nothing to do with each other.
Menking, don't act tough. I know you still love me. I know it too. You married Gu Min Grui because you were angry. The way you are, I'm really worried about you.
I don't love you. Did you hear me clearly? I still need to thank you and Meng Jiao. Because of you, I have the opportunity to drop our engagement, to marry Gu Mingrui, and let me know what true love is.
Since you said the life you have now is what you want, then I wish you well.
Thank you.
Menking, how can you ever forgive me?
Why should I forgive you?
What do you want me to do to reduce the harm to you?
Stay away from me.
Menking, we've been in love for so many years. Is it possible that in the end, we can't even be friends?
What right do you have to ask to be friends with me? I don't think you have anything else to say. I'm leaving first. Let go of me.
Let go of you. All the good I've done for you over the years, wouldn't it be all for nothing?
He Tang, are you an animal?
Are you okay? I'm going to kill you.
Okay, Gu Mingrui, stop fighting. How did you know I was here?
Gu Mingrui has been waiting outside since you came in. I think he's more worried about you than anyone.
It's good that you're okay. Let's go. Jiaxi, I'll leave the rest to you.
Don't worry.
I'm going to make him wish he were dead.
Thank you. For what happened today. I knew it was a bit of a risk to see He Tang today, but I didn't expect he would be like this.
The film was translated and narrated by Media.
Gu Mingrui, you.
Menking, do you know how worried I was about you?
Aren't I okay?
I'm very angry today. I knew it then, when you went to dinner with Heading. You know,
You were angry.
I was jealous. Menking, can you stop pretending to be stupid in front of me? I know you understand my feelings. Including when you asked me to do the wedding heist, from that moment on, to you.
I'm going to take a shower first.
Don't go. If you leave, I really don't know if I'll have the courage to say these things to you. Menking, I am really worried that something will happen to you.
Aren't I okay?
Something did happen. Menking. From the beginning, I really liked you. Anyway, no matter what. From now on, you are mine, Gu Mingrui's wife. The wife that I, Gu Mingrui, have been determined to have forever. No longer a cooperative relationship. Just like that day. I was at the wedding, just like I told you. Taking care of you for a lifetime. Protecting you.
Meng Ching, the weather is so nice today. Let's go. Don't work. Let's go shopping.
Wait, almost done. I'm talking about Tong Tong. You today. Why are you in such a good mood?
I've thought it all out. Men? Not really necessary.
Really? Why did I hear that Wu Weiren recently has been running to your house every day? He's practically living there.
Meng Ching, don't talk nonsense. He's just taking care of me for my dad.
It's that simple. Not moved.
I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Let's go shopping.
Gu Mingrui.
Miss you. Can you let go of my wife? I want to take my wife to go on a date.
To go on a date. What date?
This morning. Didn't I tell you? Today is our 100-day anniversary.
Meng Ching, is your husband going crazy?
From now on, every 100 days, I will always be by your side. Until forever.